Salam alaikum beautiful people. In this vlog we visited the Great Pyramids of Giza, Sphinx and experienced how it was built. Hiked inside the 4,500 year old Khufu's pyramid with kids. Had an incredible camel ride and explained the right price for a camel ride to avoid scams. Without further ado, let's begin this beautiful vlog. Good morning from Giza, guys. We just woke up and came for our breakfast. It's 7:30 and it's super cool. I think the temperature is around 8 or 9 degrees only, and this is my view. This is the view. Sipping tea from Giza, right sitting next to the pyramids. It's like show you the breakfast which we have got. Everyday breakfast had different type of cheese and salads, most importantly scrambled eggs, falafel, eggplants, boiled eggs, orange juice, tea and coffee. In our hotel we are getting this falafel, tamia, which is the most crunchiest tamia ever. Just hear the sound. We had hired a local guide with transportation for the whole day. This included a private car visit to pyramids, Saqqara pyramids, Memphis open air museum, papyrus museum and perfume shop. This costed us $70 US. The pyramids tickets for foreigner is 240 Egyptian pounds and for Egyptians and Arab national it is 60 Egyptian pounds. And make sure to get the tickets to enter inside the pyramid because that's a totally different ticket. There are basically two tickets available. One is for the entrance of pyramids and the another is going actually into the pyramid. So make sure you take both the tickets in the beginning itself. These monuments at the back of me are more than 4,500 years old. So in today's video I will be explaining you them in simple terms. So firstly you see the biggest one, which is Khufu. So the Khufu pyramid you can simply tell as the grandfather. Next to it is the Khafre pyramid, which is the father, and next to that is Menkaure, which is the son pyramid. So out of these three pyramids, the most well preserved pyramid is the Khafre pyramid, which is the pyramid in the center of me. So the center pyramid is the most well preserved. Now what is the criteria for any pyramid to be well preserved? There are three criteria. First, it should have a valley temple. Second, it should have a pyramid. And third, it should have a causeway that connects them both. So the Khafre pyramid has all these three things, and at the peak of the pyramid you can even see the limestone, the fine limestone. This pyramid is built with more than 2 million stones and each stone weighs about 2.5 ton in weight. 100,000 workers built this pyramid and these people were not slaves. There were three different types of stone that were used to build this pyramid. The first of them was granite, and after that limestone and fine limestone was used to give a fine white texture where the sunlight was reflected. So this pyramid was made by Khufu to get protection from the god of sun, and fine white limestone was used so that sunlight was getting reflected from the pyramid and that light used to come to the ground and people used to get the feeling that they were getting protected. This place looks so majestic. Until you do not visit this place you will not feel how beautiful this place is, and the vibe is totally different when you are standing next to pyramid. So the first question which comes to the mind is, how were these pyramids built? So the blocks of each pyramid was brought by River Nile. So River Nile used to float all over here, and special boats made in papyrus were used to transport these rocks over here. Amazing thing is, from the area from where they used to bring this rock was 6 hours drive from here. So imagine how much time it would have taken for them to bring the rocks over here. And the construction of this place used to take place from July till February, because that time they used to stop agriculture and focus in construction of the pyramid. So how the treasury in Petra was built, it was carved from up to down. Yeah. And here mud walls were made from down to up. We are all ready and excited to enter the pyramids. When you are planning to enter the pyramid, it's important to understand the different stages which you are going to see. Once you enter the pyramid, there are three rooms: the underground chamber, the queen's chamber and the king's chamber. However, at our time, the underground and the queen's chamber were closed. Furthermore, the pyramids was built only for the kings themselves, whose mummy was kept inside the sarcophagus. And the underground queen's chamber was most probably used to hold the sacred statues. Already 5'11" and see the height of these rocks. And 2 million of these rocks are used to build this pyramid. These steps are not the original steps from the pyramid. These are made for the tourists to climb up. So guys, really be careful when you're coming with kids, as there is no proper boundary. We are inside the pyramids. So we entered the pyramid. Now we are in the most ancient pyramid, Khufu's pyramid.
5,000.
Inside is so different. This way on the left takes us to the underground chamber. However, it was closed, so we took a narrow passage to the grand gallery. And it's only one way to go inside. This is the narrow passage and my height is 5'11" and it's gonna be a challenging way. Let's go. See how much I have to bend?
Okay, so Ghanem and Amina can walk freely without bending. So this place is more than 110 centimeter of height.
It's a long way.
Yeah.
Hopefully we reach.
And it's a lot of bending.
And this thing is a two-way. I think I will lose more than 5 kg climbing the pyramids. It's a very good cardio and good weather is really nice, otherwise you're gonna die. Superstar, how are you? So people, as my kids can walk and come, so it means this area is more than 110 centimeter. I think this is 115 centimeter. After walking about 40 meters, you will finally get to the Grand Gallery. The Grand Gallery is a spectacular tunnel which was built with a unique technique where the rocks courses offset. This does not form an actual vault but simply brings the stone of the walls closer together. When you're coming with kids, be very careful. The area is very narrow. So guys, if you're claustrophobic, it might be a bit of challenge. But if you came all the way till here, then make sure you do it. Are you excited? Are you happy? So guys, we are going the second phase in pyramid with this dog. In the end of the grand tunnel, we finally reach the king's chamber. This is how Amina wants to climb pyramid. This is how Amina wants to climb pyramid, and that's by making me overwork.
Okay, go.
The king's chamber is the only place which was completely made of Egyptian granite and not limestone to ensure that the pyramid does not collapse on the king's chamber. Granite, which was very difficult to carve or drill, can be entered through the original entrance of the chamber. This entrance is less than a meter high, so you have to enter it on your knees. You have to go through the antechamber that had 3 granite slabs held at the top. You have to duck again and go through another small tunnel, and finally you enter the king's chamber. Once the servants completed all the ritual and mummy of Khufu was locked in the chamber enjoying his eternal rest, they returned on their knee through the tunnel, and by the means of an unknown system they made using large granite slabs held on the top fall in such a way that the entire area was sealed by several granite slabs that completely blocked the access to the king's chamber. Once you enter the room, you will be amazed to see the granite walls and floors and a lonely sarcophagus in the background. Despite all the security measures, pyramids were robbed because when the Muslim caliphs entered the pyramid in the 9th century, they found absolutely nothing inside. And now the challenge is getting down. Look at things. Alhamdulillah. You have to bend completely in order to finish this trail, and watch your head because some places stone is popping out. Go straight. It's okay, we'll go from side. You guys have a long way now. Same. guys, alhamdulillah, we completed our pyramid climb and trek. Though weather outside is cold, but inside it was very hot. And at the same time, if many people come together, in the center of the pyramids you can see the Great Sphinx. Now Sphinx is also having a great story. They were built as the protectors of pyramids. So the Sphinx is having a head of human which shows wisdom and the body of lion which shows bravery. If you notice the Sphinx, you will see the face. The face is represented as the face of Khifran. And if you closely look at the Sphinx now, you will see it is not having a nose and beard. And there are two stories which people say and which we came to know. The first story is that during an earthquake, the nose and the beard was lost. And the second story is that during the Fatimid period, a person came and he saw people worshipping the Sphinx and thinking him as a protector. So he chopped off the nose of the Sphinx, showing that the Sphinx is not the protector and nothing happened to him. Another interesting fact is that Sphinx has been carved out of the mountain. So there were 1,000 artists who chiseled a mountain into a Sphinx. On the other hand, pyramids was not built in that way. Pyramid was built one by one, block by block. This is the place where most of the tourists get scammed royally, the famous camel ride or the horse carriage ride. Camel ride is approximately for 45 minutes to 1 hour ride, where the camel operators take you to the beautiful panoramic point which gives an incredible and majestic view of the Great Pyramid. That's why this is a must-do activity. Now let's talk about the price which you should pay over here. I shot this video in the month of January 2023. The camel operator charges tourists anywhere from 1,000 to 3,000 Egyptian pounds or $30 to $100 per camel, which is insane and loot. Never pay such prices. Let me tell you, the correct price for a 45-minute ride is between 150 to 200 Egyptian pounds maximum or $6.5 maximum. And by the way, this price is for one adult and a kid below 6 years per camel. The camel operator asked me for 500 Egyptian pounds per person. But as I am aware of the rates and had a strict negotiation, I had to pay 250 Egyptian pounds or $8 per person with one kid included. Because I was with a guide and guides have commission, that's why I had to pay 250 Egyptian pounds, or else 200 Egyptian pounds is more than enough. In such situations, tell your guides that for your camel ride you will negotiate it yourself. If you plan to take a horse carriage ride, the ride price is 250 to 300 Egyptian pounds for a 45-minute ride. Don't pay anything more than that. Don't let your operator scam you saying that you are a foreigner and you have to pay a different price for a horse or a camel ride. This is the beautiful camel ride and we are going to the panoramic view. From here you can see all the 9 pyramids in line. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. You can see 9 pyramids over here. If you enjoyed this vlog, make sure to subscribe our channel, click the like button and share it with your friends. Till then, have a great week ahead. Stay safe and keep smiling. Love you. Bye bye.